All right.
Scene 13, Alexandria, Cleopatra's palace. Enter Cleopatra. Domitus in Fawn, Charmian in Iris.
What shall we do, Enobarbus?
Think and die.
Is Antony or we at fault for this?
Antony only, that would make his will lord of his reason. But though you fled from the great face of war, whose several ranges frighted each other, why should he follow? The itch of his affection should not then have nicked his captainship at such a point when half the world opposed, he being the mirrored question. 'Twas a shame no less than was his loss, to course your flying flags and leave his navy gazing.
Prithee, peace.
Mark Antony.
Oh, is that his answer?
Euphronius, do we have a Euphronius?
Where am I?
I can be.
Okay.
The ambassador,
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, my lord.
The queen shall not have the courtesy, so she will yield this up.
Please say so.
Well, let her know it. To the boy, Caesar has set this grizzled head, and he will fill my wishes to the brim with principalities.
That head, my lord?
To him again. Tell him he wears the rose of youth upon him, from which the world would note something particular. His coin, ships, legions may be a coward's, whose ministers would prevail upon the service of a child as soon as the command of Caesar. I dare him, therefore, to lay his gay comparisons apart, and his gay comparisons. Then answer me declined, and sword against sword, ourselves alone. I'll write it. Follow me.
Yes, like enough, high-battled Caesar will unstate his happiness and stage to the show against a sworder. I see men's judgments are a parcel of their fortunes, and things outward to draw the inward quality after them to suffer all alike. That he should dream, knowing all measures, the full Caesar will answer his emptiness. Caesar, thou hast subdued his judgment too. Can we... I'm sorry.
Messenger from Caesar.
What? No more ceremony? See my women, against the blown rose may they stop their nose that kneel unto the buds. Admit, sir.
Mine honesty and I begin to square. Loyalty well held to fools does make our faith mere folly. Yet he that can endure to follow with allegiance a fallen lord does conquer him that did his master conquer and earns a place in the story.
Caesar's will?
Thyreus, do we have a Thyreus?
Let's skip that scene.
Okay.
And
Skippy.
you're gonna love this next skipping. All the way to Act 4
Okay.
Scene.
to Scene 12.
Oh,
XII.
So there's been a lot of fighting,
I tell
and
you what,
why?
Mark Antony has turned. He's so in love with Cleopatra, he wants to fight the Romans and the Yankees and his wife. So he's sticking his head out there and saying, "You're gonna die. You're gonna die with me." And all he's doing is flailing his arms like this. They won't fight him. Richard Burton had to do that in the movie with Cleopatra. Just amazing. He's galloping in on the horse, sword and all, just whacking, but they wouldn't fight him.
seen what again?
Act 4,
12.
scene
12.
Act 4, Scene 12.
12. Okay.
Beautiful, right on.
Another part of the.
Okay.
Going up into the pyramid.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, Scene 12, another part of the same. Enter Mark Antony and Scarus. Do we have a Scarus?
Well, we should have. But we don't.
Okay.
Let's skip that one too. No.
I can do this.
What's this world coming?
Okay.
It's not too much, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, good.
Okay.
Yet they are not joined. Where yon pine does stand, I shall discover all. I'll bring thee word straight how 'tis like to go.
shallows have built in Cleopatra's cells their nests, and the augurs say they know not. They cannot tell, look grimly, and dare not speak their knowledge. Antony is valiant and dejected, and by starts he's fretted. Fortunes give him hope and fear of what he has and has not.
All is lost! This foul Egyptian hath betrayed me. My fleet hath yielded up to the foe, and yonder they cast their caps up and carouse together like friends long lost. Triple turned whore, 'tis thou hast sold me to this novice, and my heart makes only wars on thee. Bid them all fly, for when I am revenged upon my charm, I have done all. Bid them all fly, be gone! O sun, thy uprising I shall see no more. Fortune and Antony part here. Even here do we shake hands. All come to this? The hearts of the Spaniard me appeals, to whom I gave their witches, to Discandy melt their sweets of blossoming Caesar, and this pine is bark that overtop them all. Betrayed I am. Oh, this false soul of Egypt, this grave charm, whose eye becked forth my warms and called them home, whose bosom was my crowned, my chief end, like my right gypsy hath fast and loose beguiled me to the very heart of loss. What? Eros! Eros!
More?
Thou spell. Avant!
Why is my lord enraged against his love?
Vanish, or I shall give thee thy deserving and blemished Caesar's triumph. Let him take thee and hoist thee up to the shouting plebeians. Follow his chariot like the greatest spot of all thy sex. Most monster-like be shown the poorest diminutives, dolts for dolts, and let patient Octavia plough thy visage up with her prepared nails. 'Tis well thou art gone. If it be well to live, but better 'twill be thou fell'st into my fury, for one death might have prevented many. Eros, ho! The shirt of Nessus is upon me. Teach me, Alcides, like my mentor, like mine ancestor, thy rage. Let me lodge Lycus on the horns of the moon, and with those hands that grasp the heaviest club, subdue thy worthiest self. The witch shall die.
Wow.
To the young Roman boy she has sold me, and I fall under his plot. She dies for it. Eros, ho!
Oh!
Scene 13, Alexandria, Cleopatra's palace. Enter Cleopatra, Charmian, Iris, and Mardian.
Help me, my women. Oh, he is more mad than Telamon for his shield. The boar of Thessaly was never so embossed.
To the monument. There lock yourself and send him word you are dead. The soul and body abide not more in parting than greatness going off.
To the monument. Mardian, go tell him I have slain myself. Say that the last word I spoke was Antony, and word it, prithee, piteously. Hence, Mardian, and bring me how he takes my death. To the monument.
Scene 14, the same, another room. Enter Mark Antony and Eros.
Eros, thou hast beheld me.
Aye, noble lord.
Sometimes we see a cloud that's dragonish, a vapor sometimes like a bear or a lion, a towered citadel, a pendant rock, a forked mountain, or a blue promontory with trees upon it that nod in unto the world and mock our eyes with air. Thou hast seen these signs. They are black Vespers pageants,
Aye, my lord.
with that which is now a horse, even with a thought, the rack limbs, and makes indistinct as water is in as water is in water.
It does, my lord.
My good knave Eros, now thy captain is even such a body. Here I am Antony. You cannot hold his visible shape, my lord, my knave. I made these wars for Egypt, and the queen, whose heart I thought I had, for she had mine, and which whilst it was mine, and next unto it, 1,000,000 more, now lost. She, Eris, hath packed cards with Caesar, and false played my glory unto an enemy's triumph. Nay, weep not, gentle Eris. There is left us ourselves to end ourselves. Oh, this vile lady, she hath robbed me of my sword.
No, Athelay, my mistress loved thee, and her fortunes mingled with thine entirely.
Saucy eunuch, peace! She hath betrayed me, and shall die the death.
As a eunuch, he should speak higher, yeah?
Sauce?
And yet, if one person can only be paid but once, no, I'm not going to do that again. But that she discharged what thou wouldst do is none under thy hand. The last she spake was Antony, most noble Antony, and then in the midst of a tearing groan did break the name of Antony, and it was divided between her heart and lips. She rendered life, thy name so buried in her.
Dead then?
Yeah.
Unarm, Eris, the long day's task is done, and we must sleep. Thou hast departed hence safe. Does pay thy labor richly. Go. Off. Pluck off. I'll pluck off with it. The sevenfold shield of Ajax cannot keep the battery from my heart. Oh, cleave my sides, heart, must be stronger than thy continent. Crack thy frail case. Apace, Eros, apace! No more, soldier. Bruised in pieces, go. You have been nobly born. From me a while. I will overtake thee, Cleopatra, and weep for my pardon. So it must be, for now all length is torture. Since the torch is out, lie down and stray no farther. Now all labor mars what it does. Yea, very force entangles itself with strength. Seal then, and all is done. Eros! I come, my queen. Eros! Stay for me. Where souls do counsel on flowers, we'll in hand, and with our sprightly port make the ghosts gaze. Dido and her Aeneas shall want troops, and all the haunt be ours. Come, Eros! Eros!
What would, my lord?
Since Cleopatra died, I have lived in such dishonor that the gods detest my baseness. I, that with my sword quartered the world, and o'ergreen Neptune's back with ships made cities, condemned myself to lack the courage of a woman. Less noble mind that she which by her death our Caesar tells I am conqueror of myself. Thou art sworn, Eros, that when the exigent should come, and which is now is come indeed, when I should see behind me the inevitable prosecution of disgrace and horror, that on my command thou then wouldst kill me. Do it. The time is come. Thou strikest not me till Caesar hath befeast. Put color in thy cheek.
The gods withhold me. Shall I do that which all the Parthian darts, though enemy, lost aim, and could not?
Eris, wouldst thou be windowed in great Rome, and see thy master thus with pleached arms, handing down his corrigible neck, his face subdued to penitent shame, whilst the wheeled seat of fortunate Caesar, drawn before him, branded his business that ensued?
I would not seat.
Well, come then, for with a wound I must be cured. Draw that honest sword which thou hast worn most useful for thy country.
Oh, sir, pardon me.
When I did make thee free, sworest thou not then to do this when I bade thee? Do it at once. All the or the President's services are all but accidents unpurposed. Draw and come.
Turn from me, then, that noble countenance, wherein the worship of the whole world lies.
Lo thee,
My sword is drawn.
then let it do at once the thing which thou hast drawn it.
My dear master, my captain, and my emperor, let me say before I strike this bloody stroke, farewell.
Thou said, man, and farewell.
Farewell, great chief. Shall I strike now?
Now, Eris,
Why then. Thus I do escape the sorrow of Antony's death.
Die!
Thrice nobler than myself, thou teachest me, O valiant Eris, what I should and could not, my queen and Eris, have by thy brave instructions start upon thee a nobles in Brooklyn. But I will be a bridegroom in thy death, and run into it, as to a lover's bed. Come then, and Eris, thy master dies thy star. To do thus, I learned of thee. Oh, not dead? Not dead? The guard, oh, dispatch me!
And let's skip that.
What's that noise?
What's the noise
Give
then?
everybody
Alas and
this
woe.
adventure there.
I'm
And go
going
to scene 15.
Okay,
Cleopatra's up in the monument.
Mark
You
Antony's
know
still
what that
alive.
means.
Yeah, he's just
15, is this 15?
Says 16.
Scene 15, the same, a monument. Enter Cleopatra and her maids aloft with Charmian.
Imagine filming this or performing this on
God,
stage.
no.
Imagine filming it out in the Egyptian desert, 120 degrees, flies.
So you
Could you imagine living it 5,000 years ago?
this Taylor, yeah,
That's worse.
you know, this was
That's
30 years
worse
before
than
Christ,
all.
actually.
30
Yeah.
years before Christ. Jesus.
Oh,
Freedom.
Christ.
Okay.
Oh, Charmian, I will never go from hence.
Be comforted, dear Madam.
No, I will not. All strange and terrible events are welcome. The comforts we despise. Our size of sorrow proportioned to our cause must be as great as that which
Diabetes,
makes it.
I don't
Is he dead?
Did he have a dying baby?
His death's upon him, but not dead. Look out of the other side of your monument. His gods have brought him hither.
live with him.
O sun, burn the great sphere thou movest in. Darkling stand the bearing shore of the world. O Antony, Antony, Antony. Help Charmian, help Iris, help. Help friends below. Let's draw him hither.
Peace! Not Caesar's valor hath overthrown Antony, but Antony's hath triumphed on itself.
So it should be, that none but Antony should conquer Antony. But woe 'tis so.
I am dying. Egypt, dying. Only I here importune death a while, until of many thousand kisses the poor last I lay upon thy lips.
I dare not, dear. Dear my lord, pardon, I dare not. Lest I be taken, not the impervious show of the full fortune Caesar ever shall be bruised with me. If knife, drugs, serpents have edge, sting, or operation, I am safe. Your wife Octavia, with her modest eyes and still conclusion, shall acquire no honor demurred upon me. But come, Antony, help me, my women, we must draw thee up. Assist, good friends.
Oh, quick, or I am gone.
Here's sport indeed. How heavy weighs my lord. Our strength is all gone into heaviness that makes the weight. Had I great Juno's power, the strong winged Mercury should fetch thee up and set thee by Jove's side. Yet come a little. Wishers were ever fools. Oh, come, and welcome. Die where thou hast lived. Quicken with thy kissing, Had my lips that power, thus would I wear them out.
I think that means just the twos. The two girls with him.
I am dying, Egypt, dying. Give me some wine and let me speak a little.
No, let me speak. Let me rail so high that the false housewife fortune break her wheel, provoked by my offense.
One word, sweet queen, of Caesar, seek your honor with your safety.
Oh, they do not go together.
Gentle, hear me. None about Caesar, just, but Proculius.
My resolution in my hands I'll trust, none about Caesar.
The miserable chains now at my end. Lament, not sorrow at, but please your thoughts. In feeding them with those my former fortunes, wherein I live the greatest prince of the world, the noblest, and who now not basely die, not cowardly without my helmet to my countrymen, a Roman, by a Roman, valiantly vanquished. Now my spirit is growing. I can no more.
Noblest of men would die. Hast thou no care of me? Shall I abide in this dull world, which in thy absence is no better than a sty? Oh, see, my women, the crown o' the earth doth melt. My lord, withered is the garland of the war. The soldier's pole is fallen. Young boys and girls are level now with men. The odds is gone, and there is nothing left remarkable beneath the visiting moon.
And then she faints.
Oh, quietness, lady. She's dead too, our so virgin. Lady! Madam! Oh, madam! 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 Royal Egypt and Empress. Peace! Peace, Iris.
No more, but e'en a woman and commanded by such poor passion as the maid that nuts, and as the meanest jars. It were for me to throw my scepter at the injurious gods, to tell them that this world did equal theirs, till they had stolen her jewel. All's but naught. Patience is softish, and impatience does become a dog that's mad. Then is it sin to rush into the secret house of death, ere death dare come to us? How do you, women? What? What good cheer? Why, how now, Charmian? My noble girls? Ah, women, women, look. Our lamp is spent, it's out. Good sirs, take heart. We'll bury him, and then what's brave, what's noble, let's do it after the high Roman fashion, and make death proud to take us. Come away. This case of that huge spirit now is cold. Women, women, come. We have no friend, but resolution and briefest end.
Beautiful. Skip to Act 5, Scene 1. Go to Act Scene 2. It's almost picking up right there from that very scene.
Five.
We'll play a little intermission.
That's a big good time for music.
Okay.
I'm done, right?
It's all good at the
Okay.
snack bar.
Done before.
You can take your makeup off.
Scene 2, Act 5, Act 5.
Jesus Christ, did I miss the...
Easy.
Did anybody notice that Act
Before
4 had 15 scenes?
Not anymore.
Just not.
So this, we're going into the
Really know how
last...
to write this one.
Yes, it's
Scene
Act
5.
5.
Act 5,
Scene
rather.
2.
5, Scene 2, 5, Scene 2. Cleopatra, my
Sometimes I miss
demolition.
I'm waiting for you
Sometimes
to
I
play
miss
it.
the little headings, you know.
Go ahead,
There we go.
Lottie.
Okay. Act...
My desolation does begin to make a better life. 'Tis paltry to be Caesar, not being Fortune. He's but Fortune's knave, minister of her will, and it is great to do that thing that ends all other deeds, which shackles accidents and bolts up change, which sleeps and never pallets more the dog, the beggar's nurse and Caesar's.
Wow.
Proculius.
Proculius? Do you have a Proculius?
Do we have a
Yes,
proclamation?
Caesar sends greeting to the Queen of Egypt and bids this study of what fair demands to mints to have him granted.
What's thy name?
My name is Proculus.
Antony did tell me of you, bade me trust you, but I do not greatly care to be deceived. That have no use for trusting. If your master would have a queen his beggar, you must tell him that majesty, to keep decorum, must no less beg than a kingdom, if he please to give me conquered Egypt for my son. He gives me so much of mine own as I will yield to give him thanks.
Be of good cheer. You are fallen into a princely hand. Fear nothing. Make your full reference freely to my lord, who is so full of grace that it flows over on all the need. Let me report to him your sweet dependency, and you shall find a courier that will pray and aid for kindness, where he for grace is knelt to.
All right, let's cut this nonsense with everybody coming to see Cleopatra at this moment and actually getting into the monument. But she knows she's not going to let this Julius Caesar's nephew run her life. She's not going to have him lead him through a parade. She's not going to let the squeak boy speak her lines. She is going to say, go away, we'll take care of it, but you leave us out of this. And that's said to Caesar himself, and even Dolabella is there. But at the end of that scene, after the guardsman speaks, let's see. Yes, gosh. This is just before the clown. You want the clown?
Where's the clown?
Very again.
The clown is
Wow.
almost, it's one page left from my script.
Send it.
I don't see the clown.
There's something about put on my robe.
So it
that's
says
coming up.
clown?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Mine does.
Ah,
Oh, I see
A
the
few pages to
clown.
the end.
We're actually guardsmen with the clown bringing in a basket.
yeah. So
clown speaks.
what happens is
very
that Caesar and all of his followers leave, and actually Dolabella is the last one to leave. And she says, farewell and thanks. Then, after that, now, Eris, what thinkst thou? You think you could find that? That might be tricky.
It's after the
It's
clown.
advising to about line 200.
Give me my robe and
if
put
you
on my
have
crown.
lines.
After that,
Exit Dolabella.
You find it? He stopped talking because he left.
I see.
Farewell and thanks, says Cleopatra.
And exit.
It's just Cleo and Iris, and I think Charlotte.
It's about 204 or 206. Cleopatra says, farewell and thanks.
Just
Exit
after
Dolabella.
200. Did you have any fun in finding that?
Egyptian puppet?
Did you say clown or is that something else?
It'll say clown
In a page or two.
scripts.
Is
Yeah.
that
Sorry, I see one by exit guard.
Nope.
Yeah, the guard
Seleucus? Is he
leaves.
the clown?
Uh-huh.
He's. Let's take it from there.
Oh, the
Since you
re-entry?
found that part, this is the
Exit
man.
This is the
Guardsman
man. Okay, with the
says-
guard,
Okay.
clown bringing the basket. All right.
Did you
Guard.
find it?
Yes. This is the man.
This is the man.
This is
Good.
the guard.
This is the man.
Avoid and leave him. Hast thou the pretty worm of Nilus there, that kills and pays not.
Truly, I have him. I would not, for the party that showed that desire you to touch him, for his biting is immortal. Those that do of it those that do die of it do seldom ever recover.
Rememberest thou any that have died on it?
Very many, men and women too. I have heard of one of them no longer than yesterday, a very honest woman who something giving to lie is a woman that should not do. But in the way of honesty, how she died of the biting of it, what pain she felt. Truly she makes very good report of the worm. But he that will believe all, that they shall never be saved by half that they do. But this is most fallible, the worms and old worm.
Give thee hence.
See him here?
Farewell.
Yes. This old worm. Okay, I wish you all the joy of the world.
Ew.
Farewell.
You did say farewell, but you did, okay. Well, you must think this, won't you, that the worm must do his kind. Look you, the worm is must not think of that. I am so simple that I know the devil himself would not eat a woman. I know that a woman is a dish for the gods, and if the devil dress her not, then truly this same whoreson devils do the gods great harm in their women. It's my super. Truly, these same whoreson devils do the gods great harm in their women. For every 10 that they make, the devils are 5.
Well, get thee gone. Farewell.
Yes, farewell. I wish you joy of the worm.
Ew.
Give me my robe. Put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me now, no more. The juice of Egypt's grape shall moist this lip. Yea, good Iris. What? Methinks I hear Antony call. I hear him rouse himself to praise my noble act. I hear him mock the luck of Caesar, which the gods give men to excuse their after wrath. Husband, I come. Now that to that name my courage proved my title, I am fire and air. My other elements I give to baser life. So have you done. Come then and take the warmth of my lips. Farewell, kind Charmian. Iris, farewell. Here have I the aspic in my lips. Thus fall, if thou in nature can so gently of her and spend that kiss which is my heaven to have. Come thy mortal wench. Come thy mortal wench. With thy sharp teeth, this knot intricate of life at once untie thy venomous fool. Be angry and dispatch. O thou speak, that I might hear thee call great Caesar ass unpolicied.
Oh, eastern stars!
Peace, peace, does that not see my baby at my breast? It sucks the nurse asleep.
Oh, break! Oh, break!
As sweet as balm, as soft as air, as gentle. Oh, Antony, where I will take thee to. What should I say?
In this vile world, so fare thee well, now boast thee death in thy possession lies, unless unapparelled, down widows' clothes and golden feathers never beheld, of eyes again so royal, your crowns away right, I will mend it and then play.
Where is the queen?
Speak softly, wake her not.
Caesar has sent.
too slow a messenger.
Huh.
Oh, come a space, dispatch, I partly fill thee.
Approach! Ho! All's not well! Caesar is beguiled!
There's Dolabella sent from Caesar. Call him.
What work is here? Charmian, is this well done?
It is well done and fitting for a princess descended of so many royal kings. Ah, soldier,
And we can take a break right there. That's the real end of the play as they finish in the movie. And we're only 6 minutes late.
Yay! No one's dead. It's a tragedy.
Bella's dying to
If you want,